Hi, Michelle. It's so wonderful to have you here with us in India, and thank you for making the stop at India on your long trip down to Sydney. And the team is loving having you here. And hope to get you back here again soon.
I am definitely coming back. Thank you for inviting me. It's been too short. I'd love to stay longer. I've been so thrilled with meeting your leadership team, the whole group, learning about the brilliant business that is Burson here in India. Thank you for having me.
Wonderful. So I'm going to ask you a few questions about what Burson means to all of us, and I think you're definitely in the right place to help us decode some of this for our teams and for our clients. So Corey and Anna Maria have been talking about how it's not just the merger of BCW and H&K and sort of bringing in two agencies and figuring it out, but really about creating a new agency, if I can say, like a third new agency brand. And all this is pinned around repetition capital. So I want to understand from you what repetition capital will mean for us at Burson.
Well, I think the first point is that reputations have never been more important. You know, if you think about what's happening, not just here in India, but globally on the geopolitical stage, if you think about how businesses are now navigating, I think, far more complex challenges that they've ever had to face before. Everything from employees becoming activists, you've got new and arising influencers, the media being so fragmented and in many markets around the world having the institution of media come under the spotlight that it is. There's so much tension, let alone economically what's happening. If you think about the number of elections that are happening all around the world
in this year itself.
In this year, the landscape in which our clients are navigating has never been more complex. So reputation has never meant more. And I think more and more clients are becoming to recognize the importance of valuing reputation, whether that's a corporate reputation or indeed a brand reputation. It is front of mind for C-suite executives all around the world. Reputations are earned. Reputations can be very quickly damaged, but it's a long-term strategy, and I think that's where we come in.
Yeah. So I like when you say, reputations are earned and it's a long-term strategy. So in your view, what really creates reputation for an organization or a company or a brand?
I think first and foremost, it's doing the right thing. And, Harold Burson used to speak about this very passionately, and I hope all of you have read his book. If you haven't, I'll get some copies.
Power of Persuasion.
Yes, it's a fabulous read, and I think those foundations are so valid even today that this is not just a communications challenge when it comes to reputation building. This is about businesses and brands being committed to doing the right thing for their people, the right thing for their consumers, their customers, and all stakeholders. I think businesses today have a new and even more important responsibility to play their role in building a better world. Now that sounds perhaps like a rather large and unattainable mission, but imagine a world where corporations played their part. And I think that's for us the starting point, is helping our clients understand what role they can play in building a better world for each and every one of us. And from that comes the importance of storytelling.
Yes. And we, of course, pride ourselves on being storytellers on behalf of our clients. So which brings me to the next question. So a lot of agencies and PR communications firms will say, we do the repetition capital work also. So in your view, what will differentiate Burson from some of the others?
I think first and foremost, having an understanding of the commercial impact that a solid reputation brings a business today. And what is exciting is that we are partnering with academics. We are partnering with experts to start at the foundational elements of what are the drivers of reputation today and tomorrow, because I think they're very different to the drivers of reputation of yesterday. So we're doing some really important work to explore what reputation means, not just for today, but in the future. But I think why we will be able to own this concept of reputation capital is because we will underpin everything with data and technology and proper insight. And as we build out this model about not only how to build but how to measure reputation, data will be at the heart. And I think that will become such a valuable IP for us as we move forward. We will be the go-to agency for reputation building in the future. We were, as Burson with Harold, the masters of reputation. We will continue to be that. We will reinvent what reputation means for companies and brands all around the world.
If you could help me sort of expand on this a little bit more, Michelle. So how do you actually go about building that circle of reputation for a client?
I think it's firstly understanding what these drivers are. And there's a lot of, I think, really important research that's been going on all around the world to measure the commercial impact. And there's some really valid data at the moment to show how people are choosing where they work based on a company's reputation. So first and foremost, if you want to become the employer of choice, you have to understand that reputation matters. Secondly, customers and consumers buy on brand reputation more and more. It's that trusted company that you are more likely to want to do business with. Thirdly, it's how you engage with stakeholders and the influence that you can have as a business, being able to navigate the complexity we talked about. So there's all of these, I think, really important metrics that will be the foundation of understanding what are the core drivers, whether it be 3, 4, 10, what are those drivers? And then building the model to then work with a client to help them understand how, as a corporate communications officer or as a CMO, they can use this model internally to bring all of their internal stakeholders together to understand that it's the responsibility of all of the divisions within a business to come together and, I think, be incentivized around reputation building. Imagine if a CEO and all of his or her direct reports had that in their KPIs. We want to have a better reputation and build a better reputation and protect that for our people and our customers. I think that would be an incredibly powerful motivation, right, for people wanting to work there, do business with and buy products from that company.
Yeah, and what you're saying, I think, is going to be music to a lot of corporate communication leaders, because sometimes we hear from them that they do struggle within their organizations to, if I could say, explain the importance of reputation and how it impacts business. I think if we can partner with our clients better for them to be able to understand that,
it impacts share price as well. Right? I mean, there's a lot of
share prices, employee retention, better sales, better partnerships, and expansion and growth of business. It does impact, and there's enough studies to show that. So wonderful. Now I'm going to ask you some fun questions.
Excellent.
So the serious questions are done.
We didn't talk about storytelling though.
You want to talk more about storytelling?
So I think,
yes.
Once the company defines its reputation and starts to act and do the right thing, I think the power of really innovative storytelling, where we can help an organisation find those stories and tell those stories in a modern way. Again, digital first storytelling, human truth storytelling. I think that's the power of Burson in activating a powerful reputation.
Absolutely, yes.
Let's get on to the fun bit.
I'm glad you added that. Okay, now let's get on to the fun bit. Okay.
Not that reputation's not fun, but...
Oh yes, we live, eat, breathe that every day and we love it.
Exactly.
And that's our passion. But okay, we also do some other things outside of work. But what is your favorite kind of client meeting or email? So when you wake up in the morning, what makes you go, oh wow, thank God I'm in this business?
Oh, that's a great question. Look, it has to be when we celebrate great work across Burson. You know, to see an email that is a virtual high five for something brilliant that's happened for one of our clients anywhere in the world, that's the email that I love to see.
Oh, nice. So do I. If you could wave a magic wand and get everybody in Burson to do one thing immediately, what would that be?
I think it would be coming up with a brilliant new idea to take to a client tomorrow.
Okay. So start thinking now.
Start thinking now.
It's take to a client.
We know and love our clients. We know their business so well. You know, if there's one thing clients constantly say to us that they would like to see more of, it's proactive thinking.
Don't wait for a brief.
Don't wait for a brief. Come up with how to solve a client's problem is core to everything we do. So let's spend time thinking about what's challenging our client today and how we can help solve for that tomorrow.
If you were not in comms, what would you be doing?
I would want to be a contestant on MasterChef.
Which brings me to the next question. What's your favorite downtime activity? Cooking?
Cooking and eating.
Oh yeah, we are all foodies, we know that.
I'm a big foodie, I love it. I need to balance that with exercise, so I do love my swimming. When I am in Sydney, I do a lot of ocean swimming and in Sydney Harbour. I can't really do that in London, but I have found an outdoor, it's a pond, which was a different swimming experience, but I've got my head around it. So I love to swim, and I'm getting into Pilates, so that's my
The last
exercise.
one is an interesting one. If you were on a deserted island, would you have only books for company, or would you rather prefer some movie or TV shows?
If you'd asked me that question maybe 10 years ago, I would have said absolutely books, but now I'm into my content, so my digital content. So I love, I'm addicted to all of my TV shows on Netflix. I'm definitely, if I didn't have Wi-Fi on the island, I'd be gone.
You would
I'd
be
done.
completely gutted. Okay. One TV show which you love?
Oh my gosh, I love Bridgerton.
Nice.
Just one?
And another one?
Emily in Paris.
Okay.
I'm still trying to get into the latest
And the third
series though. So I'm going to say Modern Family. I rediscovered it actually on the plane here to India, and I was laughing, chuckling, and I thought I actually have to watch this whole thing again because it is brilliant. You cry, you laugh, there's something in every episode. Brilliant storytelling. The magic of storytelling in Modern Family is next level. I love it.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much again, Michelle.
Thank you for having me. I really want to come back soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.